Welcome to another episode of
Nerd Out!
I'm Randy, this is Brian, and we come to you with the new Mezco Space Ghost. Come on, man, as a kid, Space Ghost was the coolest.
Yeah, I did. I watched a few episodes. I was just gonna say, I don't remember. I mean, I don't know a goddamn thing about Space Ghost. I remember he had a cool ship. He had the monkey.
Yes. Blip.
And he talked like this.
Yeah,
I'm Space Ghost. And that's all I remember.
He was sort of like Batman in space to me. But I thought he was part of USA Cartoon Express, but I looked it up to double check. He was not part of USA Cartoon Express.
I thought he showed him though.
They might have showed him, but like I thought that
he wasn't on the train.
I don't think he was on the train. But
then I misremembered it too.
Yeah,
I thought for sure he was.
I could have swore they did like it was like a half-an-hour block where they showed like 2 Space Ghost cartoons, and then they did the cartoon with the family of do you know what I'm talking about? But
that's taking me back.
Yeah. But when I was a kid, I wanted a Space Ghost action figure so bad. Like I just thought it was so cool. Yeah,
he was sweet. He was like. Sort of like you said, the Dark Knight.
Yeah,
he was really cool. He had
he was cool. He was.
I don't know shit about him or anything like that.
Yeah.
I just remember I liked the cartoons.
Me too.
It reminded me a lot of like the thing I. Oh my god! Now I'm giving myself an idea. The thing that I like, that my replacement for Space Ghost was Danger Mouse.
Okay.
Like it was like the same type of...
I understand what you're saying. Like when I was a kid, I watched Danger Mouse, and I also really wanted Danger Mouse action figures.
Yeah, it was like really close to the same niche for me.
Right,
you know?
right. And I guess some people could say Inspector Gadget too, but like Inspector Gadget was sort of like a bumbling idiot, where Space Ghost was just like he was.
But he was a little cheesy, right? I mean.
Yeah. He was like cheesy in the sense of like, I am Space Ghost. Yeah, he was totally cheesy. But and then they did the Space Ghost Coast to Coast, which I'm going to confess, I never watched it.
What was it?
It was sort of like a talk show, like sort of like a...
I do remember that.
Right, and it was really popular.
That wasn't on Adult Swim, was it? Or...
It might have been the beginning of Adult Swim.
I do remember that. I never watched it, but I remember.
Did either. And I want to kick myself because I'm claiming to be this huge Space Ghost fan, but I wasn't a Space Ghost Coast to Coast fan. But, and then they... After when Space Ghost Coast to Coast was really popular, Toynami came out with an action figure. It was actually really good. And I had
one?
No.
Okay,
this one came out, I think, by Jazzware, like only about like 2 years ago, and it's a pretty okay action figure.
Yeah, he looks alright, you know.
Yeah. But as a Mezco fan, they announced Space Ghost, and
where are you placing him with the Mezco?
Dude, you want me to get right to it?
Yeah, just get into it, man.
I think he is in my top 5. I love it. A lot of it has to do with the fact that I love the character. I love the obscurity of this character. It stands out a lot more than, say, like Green Arrow or something, because it's Space Ghost. And in addition to that...
He's an underdone character, I think.
Absolutely.
But I mean, he's huge, though. I mean, everybody... Doesn't everyone know Space Ghost?
I think so. I think Space Ghost... Yeah, I think enough people know Space Ghost. Like, it's obscure, but it's not so obscure where your nerd isn't going to know who it is. Like, if you're in the nerdy world, you probably know who Space Ghost is. But I love the figure. I think the head sculpt. He comes with 2 heads.
I like that they changed his body. That's a totally different body than Batman or Shazam. He's not like... He doesn't have, like, the 50s build.
Yeah, the big top shoulders.
Like the back of the comic book build. He just looks sort of like a buff dude.
He's definitely... He's
thinner.
He's thin. He's thinned out. He comes with 2 heads. They have like the teethy head and then the regular head. And I'll be honest with you, like I don't know which one I like better. And generally,
you don't like the teeth.
I don't know, man. It looks really good on his face. Like it's very expressive. Like that's tough, man.
I'm gonna say,
I really like that figure.
Yeah, that is pretty sweet.
It's a hard choice. Right off the bat, I'm gonna say he feels very clothy. If that makes sense, but if you're familiar with your Mezcos, you know it's going to be clothy. Like, whereas with this other figure, like, this is a straight up, like...
That thing looks like shit, sort of. I mean, is it yellowed, or was it like...
I think it is starting to yellow.
Or is it just because this is white, brand new?
That's brand new. It could be. That's a good question about this. Okay, so this is so gleaming white. Here, I got it.
It's in the middle
like... if I'm accidentally drinking some Kool-Aid, well,
yeah, don't get this shit on it.
Oh my god, it would stain so immediately.
Can you imagine if you got like a yellow shit on his crotch? That would be like, oh my god, or something on his ass, give him skid marks. That would be terrible.
Oh man, like there's just no way that this is gonna stay gleaming white, right? I mean, even just from
cloth
age.
fade. I don't. Yeah, I mean,
no, but
like even my white shirts fade after a while.
That's
but
right.
That's some laundry, I think.
Like, but just like dust. Like he's gonna be in the showcase. But it's kind of scary because it's not
like
forever.
Pit stickers, so that'd be sweet if his armpits were wet.
They
or
start
something.
getting wet.
Gross.
Oh man, I love it. The cloth is well done. A little, could be a little bit tighter in the crotch, but that's pretty common. Here's where Ghost Rider
boots.
But the character didn't have.
No, I know. He just needs them anyway.
I agree with you. It is kind of weird.
Criticize though.
No, you're right. But I actually appreciate
boots.
I agree, man. Like big disco boots. But I do give them credit, like that they put like
tread
heel. Yeah, like that's huge. Especially because like I don't know, like there's no way that they can make him stand without it, right? I mean, he'd just be like.
And it's like what's fascinating is it's hard to tell where one thing ends and the other thing like meaning fabric. Like he's all fabric, even up to his. Where does the fabric stop on his feet? Under his tread, right?
Yeah, you're right.
That's really weird. If you like that. That's cool. Man.
No, that is. I get what you're saying. Yeah, totally. The one thing. Okay, I love this. This red paint is amazing. It's sparkly, metallic. That's a better word. If Space Ghost as the character doesn't sell you already, you know what's going to sell you? The accessories. Like the level of accessories are spectacular. You want to talk about Blip?
Yeah.
I don't like that Blip.
Monkey. What's wrong with him?
Dude, he looks angry.
Well, he's like, can he sit? Does he? I don't know. He looks sort of sweet. I love that you can get him all down low and stuff. Like,
you do like the angry Blip? Like,
I sort of do, yeah.
Compared to like Happy Cute Blip?
Well,
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He looks like dangerous.
Yeah, he looks really dangerous.
Like,
he looks like the monkey from Raiders of the Lost Ark after he you know. I don't know. Actually, that was kind of a cute monk. But it's really well articulated.
Yeah.
It's just that like I think the expression is almost too.
He's showing a lot of teeth.
He's showing a lot of teeth.
He's showing a lot of teeth. This guy is cute. Like,
yeah, he's adorable,
like,
right?
Expect him right there.
Yeah.
Like, don't hurt the monkey.
I would not let Blip on my shoulder if he looked like this. That's for sure. But in addition, but as far as that goes, like, dude, he comes with all sorts of like
what is that shit that he does?
Dude,
like, I don't know shit about Space Ghost. I really don't. Like,
I apparently don't either. Like, I thought I was like a Space Ghost, you know, a pretty like not a hardcore Space Ghost fan, but like I knew Space Ghost. I don't know shit, man. He comes with like tons of different blasts. He comes with this that looks almost like. I don't know. It sort of this looks.
That came with something else too.
It did?
Didn't that come out?
I don't think so.
In your case, because I remember seeing it. Like,
I don't think so. I think that's new. But man, if you are
didn't that come with Shazam? Something just like that?
He came with the lightning chest that I couldn't figure out what it was.
Yeah.
And everyone, thank you, everyone out there who like totally was
made us stupid.
Yeah, made us stupid.
Sorry.
No, they did. But like, you can exchange these hands to have like super blasts. Like,
right on.
It's
I could do that.
Yeah. Oh man,
I'd use it on so many people.
You would?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I'd use it on things more than people. I'm an advocate for nonviolence, but you know
that wouldn't be violent. That would just make them go away.
Well,
like,
what do you think?
Vaporize.
That would be violent.
No. Like I don't think if like a Star Trek phaser doesn't count as violent. It's like it's just hitting the delete button.
But you make someone not exist. Like,
what about that guy
violence?
that cuts you off? Like you're driving to work and some crazy drunk idiot cuts you off. I'd just save everyone else from having that idiot on the street.
I don't know that I would vaporize them, but what if
what about just vaporize their car and it puts them on the side?
Fair enough.
Yeah, I would use it on stuff too. Like cars, tires, wheels.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
Yeah. I'm not evil, but I'm like the Incredible Hulk driver.
Yeah. I wasn't implying you were evil. I was just trying to clarify whether I don't think so. He comes with a wonderfully wired cape. It allows tons of
which I wish hung a little bit. I wish it would hang.
Oh, you do? Like had a little bit more weight? I think you can adjust it pretty well.
Bit. That's the one thing I don't like about the articulated capes it's hard to get him just standing there looking like,
because
you love your stoic poses.
Right,
too.
right, you're right. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of weight, but I actually think they did a really
sweet.
I think they did a really good job. His cape shape was always very unique because it looks like a Pac-Man ghost or something. I don't know, maybe that's a little too specific. But I love and here's a question, like what's going on with this hand? Like what's he doing with those fingers?
Smell my fingers.
I don't know, man.
Somebody would.
Yeah, I don't.
Doing this, but like, what does it mean when Space Ghost?
I don't know. Like, I don't know what Space Ghost is doing with his fingers like this in both hands.
Is he remote controlling something? What did he? Didn't he do something?
I'll be honest with you. Like, I feel terrible. But
yeah,
like,
we're gonna get
I know.
torn apart.
I honestly, we probably should have watched a couple episodes of Space. I know if I watched an episode before we did this, I would immediately would all come back to me. But it's been a while.
Maybe it's from to yell at the monkey. Like, quit fucking around. You know,
Blip,
like,
you're fucking up again, Blip.
Yeah,
you know what? I don't like this Blip. I think he's too scary.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I mean, this guy's definitely cuter.
Yeah.
You know.
I like the base. His logo's awesome, man.
Mm-hmm.
What an awesome logo. Actually, I wouldn't mind a Space Ghost shirt like that.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
That would be sweet.
I want a Dr. Fate now.
I love Dr. Fate,
I just think it'd be a sweet Mezco. Make a Dr. Fate.
Actually,
a brown hornet.
I want a Dr. Fate too, but I want it with like a yellow helmet, not the gold helmet. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because in the Superpowers collection, he had yellow. But then they, like, I guess... maybe
they upped his shit in the 90s, probably.
I think so.
Chromed him out.
I think so. And I even think, like, maybe it was the Alex Ross era. But I do remember it going from yellow to gold, and I preferred the yellow. But yeah, Dr. Fate was awesome. Actually, I do know what he did. He was two people that turned into one. Yep. And I always thought that was weird. I was like, I don't know about that. Because it really doesn't give that superhero.
It's hard to get behind because it's two guys.
Right.
That's weird. It's awkward.
It is a little awkward. It's a little weird. He comes with the... I want to let you know, also, if you do get Space Ghost and you don't generally open the bottom tray with where the flight stand is, you need to, because there's 2 more blasts underneath where they normally don't put an accessory. So keep your eyes open for that. This is one where the flight stand... Is that what it's officially called, a flight stand? This is...
I don't know.
Whatever.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
Freaking idea.
But this is one where it truly is
You need
awesome.
it?
Yeah. You totally need it.
Let's do it, man. Show it off.
It's awesome. I really do love this Space Ghost figure. I actually think... I'm putting him in top 5 Mezco.
What's better?
I still think the movie Batman is better. Because that was such a good figure.
Mm-hmm.
And Punisher, even though I'm starting to become embittered towards Punisher. I don't know why I own it, but it's just become a thing now. Punisher's better. Batman is better. And maybe the armored Batman, but that's like a different class because it's like it's got armor. But I love this figure. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that, like, I got a little burnt out on the Marvel and DC characters that Mezco's been talking about.
It was nice to see him do something different, you know, like off the beaten path.
Yeah, definitely. This one was long delayed, though. Like, this was one of the first... I think this was, like, one of the first they had planned. So they must have had some sort of... I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't want to speculate.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I don't know.
It seems pretty simple. I mean,
right.
It's like white with some stuff on it.
Tight white spandex and a yellow cape. Maybe it was just the accessories. Value wise though, I'm gonna put Space Ghost up to why I thought Mezcos were so incredible is because this figure truly does feel like the ultimate Space Ghost. Like after you get the Space Ghost, you don't need another Space Ghost. I really believe that.
Can you say that about all of them that they do?
Well, that's a good question. I think that's what the appeal was. Maybe
like which of their figures do you think someone makes a better one of?
That's true. You're right. Good point.
I mean, I'm asking. I don't know.
No. I think you're making a valid point. But I think it's just you're right. I think it's just the fact that there's so many accessories that he came with that it feels like I don't know what you could have added to have improved it at all. And I guess you're right. Like all the Mezcos seem to have that element, except for you could kind of sort of like say Punisher because there's multiples of Punisher variants that could come with different accessories. And I do wish that Punisher came with an Uzi for some reason. But with Space Ghost, it's like there's a exclusive glow in the dark Space Ghost, which looks kind of cool. And like, don't kid yourself, glow in the dark is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't like
Yeah.
glow in the dark stuff? If you don't like glow in the dark stuff out there, people, I don't know. But I don't need the glow in the dark one. Like, this is the last Space Ghost figure I think you ever need to buy. I love this figure, man.
That's sweet. I think he's great. I mean, he's definitely a nice contrast to the rest of them. I mean, maybe that's why they're picking the ones they do.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of contrast. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah,
I'm looking
yeah.
off camera, but when you look at them, there's a lot of contrast in that series, and I like how they're going. They're picking stuff from here, picking stuff from there, picking stuff from here. Do Inspector Gadget.
That would be kind of
Like, you said it, I thought about like,
That-
dude, this would be the perfect form.
That would be cool.
The box would be like that thick. They'd have to add, because he would do everything.
You know, yes. Oh my God, he could have so many attachments. The one fear I would have about Inspector Gadget, if they did it, is I think that they would sculpt it to be, like they kind of give them their own personal take on it. Like, I wouldn't want to see Inspector Gadget super realistic. Like,
Me neither. I want him to look just out of the
cartoon.
cartoon.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
Me too. But man, that would be honestly one of the best Mezcos they could come up with. Like the helicopter.
Yep.
Like they could have
Gadget arms. Like,
it would sell out just because everyone would want one. Because all you need is one Inspector Gadget.
he's
figure.
one of the. I think he's probably one of the most underrated, like 80s cartoons, and he's not underrated. Everybody watched him. They just forget about him.
Yeah.
They forget about Inspector Gadget, but everybody watched it.
Absolutely, he comes back though every once in a while. Like they did obviously
The Matthew Broderick movie, which
which
I've never
seen it either. I've never seen it either. But I think you're right. Like he's still a cult character.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, that's my point. He is a cult character, but he's like. He's not cult. He's a household name. I watched that with my mother.
Yeah.
I mean, my mother knows Inspector Gadget.
Totally.
It's like one of those things everybody forgot about, but everybody watched it.
Yeah, and everybody loved.
I watched it before Heathcliff. I mean,
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
it's like,
Nice.
dude, that hour of
I
TV.
thought Inspector Gadget was on Nickelodeon next to Danger Mouse. Maybe you're right. Maybe it wasn't.
Or
maybe
I'm misremembering.
Yeah,
Maybe that's just how I watched
Yeah,
it.
that could be.
Yeah.
And I did like Heathcliff too. So ultimately, I'll be honest with you. If you have any interest in the character Ghost, Space Ghost, this is the coolest Space Ghost.
Get him for sure.
It's one of my favorite Mezcos. It is sort of brought, every once in a while, like my levels go up and down.
Mm-hmm.
This has definitely brought it up. And again, a lot of it is because the unique character choice, and the amount of accessories. Kudos Mezco for including so many accessories. It makes the retail price totally, totally justifiable.
Which is?
It's about $80, and I think that for all the stuff that he comes with, it's totally justifiable. My only negative is Blip, so I don't dig the Blip. But you think he's okay? You like him.
But I guess it's like, who gives a shit?
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you're buying it for Blip, then you're probably, I don't know, maybe someone would be.
Yeah, maybe there's someone who's so into the monkey that they just want the Blip. Like, you can have my space, go just give me the Blip,
Leave me the Blip.
Yeah.
I'd love to see more Hanna-Barbera characters. Was Thundar a Hanna-Barbera character?
I don't know.
I loved Thundar.
Was he Hanna-Barbera?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did not know. Okay.
You know who I would want the most?
Shaggy?
Blue Falcon.
Yeah.
Dynamite.
Yeah.
Blue Falcon was badass.
I want the Brown Hornet.
I don't remember the Brown Hornet.
Fat Albert.
I don't
You
remember.
ever watched Fat
yeah,
Albert?
Yeah, I just don't remember.
It was like a segment in Fat Albert.
And he was
like
a superhero?
he was Bill Cosby.
I'm gonna look it up.
He had his ship was like a brown
Yeah,
Hornet. It was
yeah.
awesome, and they were super cheesy and super funny. But he was
Yeah.
made to be cheesy.
That's
it was
awesome.
Like, yeah.
Bill Cosby's not doing so well these days, but
Yeah,
anyways.
we can talk about that.
Yeah. So,
He's
anyways.
not on the show.
Yeah.
It's a bad guy. We don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, absolutely recommend him. Highest recommendation. Go out and get yourself a Mezco Space Ghost if you can. I want to thank Nick for getting this for me, but I don't know if he's selling. I think he's out of business, so I don't want to say. If Motor City Toy Store is still in business, get it from him, but I don't know what he's doing, so I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. It's kind of a sad thing.
Try it either way, though.
Yeah, try it.
You know?
Try it. Yeah, get a hold of Motor City Toy Store. He might still have Space Ghost. So please check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Here is our P.O. box. You got anything else to say?
Nope.
All right, next time.
Nerd out!
Smell my fingers.